Just barely, exactly 1 week, here today on Friday. It's about exactly 1 week. That is 7 days after the incident will happen for inside Yelewata community or village or inside Guma local government area of Benue State. Politicians don't they go back to their businesses again. In fact, they were already inside their business even as that incident happened. Because as they talk to you right now, coalition already, they don't map a strategy to make sure say they wrestle power from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Remember, say El-Ruffai tell and say you go nowhere in 2027 because nothing will make you win election. Nothing. We never see that thing. We're going to make you win election. As I speak to you, they don't form the new coalition party where it be say they don't map out people where go head them from the different 6 geopolitical zones of the federation. And I will tell you the names of their likely leaders of the different geopolitical zones of the country. And Amaechi, Atiku Abubakar, El-Ruffai, Peter Obi, they're supposed to join body for inside this coalition. Even though say Peter Obi just on the kumkum, it be like saying any talk. My people that are welcome to Updated Precious. It always suit my belly to bring on an update of the matter them where they share for inside the country. My belly always suits me to bring on the updates them where they happen for inside the country. As your information minister concerned where I be, so I make a yarn on a quickly the matter them where we get. But before I yarn on the matter them, make I go straight to go bring on my guest for today. You know now, he's my Friday, Sunday tonic. Prince Francis Chilaka, good evening, sir. Thank you so much. The Prince of the Most High. Welcome, sir.
Evening, Precious. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. How you doing?
I see you're smiling a lot this night. It seems you have collected your own share of
my face don't change. Of waiting.
Of the almost near tragedy that wanted to happen in Kaduna. So I don't know if they settled it.
Hey, no, they
I see our president. I see when your president they try to shake body like say something don't happen.
He dodged first, then I can say leave him alone, let him come. Our God president. So anybody when not give out to President Tinubu saying this smart, may they know. You know how you remember when he fall for Eagle Square, can't turn the team to be in for can't turn him to say him be the dobale as a Yoruba man. So he just do that one. As he just shocked first, now leave him alone, let him come. You know, the people of Kaduna State love me a lot. I can see the love that they give to me. I love our president. Okay, so let's get straight to business. But before we enter inside those matter them and other issues, I want to report person to you. I say make a report to you, our sister Natasha. The kind of pressure that she's pressing on the neck of people, is this thing that she's doing good? I say make I tell you, this pressure where sister Natasha the press of people neck like this is good. First of all, when she won't go court yesterday, people been there their own. Some people be not even forget she's supposed to go court. Oh. Sister first post and first thing in the morning. See what she post for inside morning. As make us show you for her handwriting. Ngwarida. She say, remember, it all started because I said no to sexual harassment. And I'm so proud I did. For my husband, Abi, for my handsome, what did you call him again? Not vex. The thing too small for me to see him. I go look for a way to see the write-up. Where that write-up they will make her they look and where. She said for her handsome husband also, they enough for her. Now people can say, waiting come bring handsome husband inside this matter now again now. Who are you? Who are you exactly referring to? She said, for my handsome, kind-hearted, and loving husband is more than enough for me. Now she come put herself, Senator Natasha Akpoti Udoan, Kogi Central. They don't tell this woman she need to call herself senator for the period of her suspension.
The Senate should stop that rubbish.
Sir? Sorry.
The Senate should be very, they should apply wisdom with what they're doing. You cannot ask an elected senator to call herself senator. She is duly elected. They have no right to stop her actually getting a senator. She's a duly elected senator.
You don't remember. You don't remember, say part of the things where they tell her, say you no go get security, you no go get salary, you no go identify yourself as senator at anywhere.
That is,
you know
that's why they make mistake. Her senatorship does not come from the National Assembly; it comes from her constituency. Yeah, it is her constituency that made her a senator, not the National Assembly.
Okay, all right. So, but this thing what she composed now, whose neck exactly was she trying to press? Federal government.
The federal president that carry your neck in the press now.
Oh, federal government get mine collect case. You know, it just like say, you and your mates they fight. Now you go call your great-grandfathers when they help you beat your mates. Federal government collect fight for your hand. Say make you fight on his behalf. You're right. I sue her on behalf of federal government. She can't go write this kind of way she write. For my loving husband is enough for me. Why is this woman looking for trouble like this? Okay,
she's just
sorry.
Let me tell you the truth. There's something about her which I really like. I like her PDA. It's top notch. Her PDA is top notch. Yes.
Public display of affection. Make we leave that one. Make we can't go for the next one. After she posts this one now, like say, do this in which I won't make you see whether this in which you do good. Because why I talk this in, remember, say, as the one suspend her, the last day where she go Senate, where they suspend her, where she go do PDA, kiss her husband, Miam. The next day, kissing picture of some people come up.
They do their own now, with the wait.
Okay, no vex. Now make I show you another one. After court don't tell us we will no go carry you enter inside prison because they be one made them put her for prison for the meantime till she meet her condition. They no go carry you enter prison. Go house, go meet your loving husband. Next thing, madam post again this one. I then make her tell you say which person next she try press exactly. Now she post this one now. See what she post now. The judge refused granting their wish and said you should take me home. How blessed I am. Thank you. And thank you, good people of Nigeria, Kogi Central and Kogi State. Senator Natasha Akpoti. Again, she call herself Natasha. Again, she come the talk, say, they be one make you no carry me go house. Nah, make it carry me go house, I'm all yours. Is this thing good? Sorry, I've been saying make a report.
I feel like you don't get jealous.
No, sorry.
I'm feeling the sign of a jealous woman in you right now.
Hey, I know if you drag her husband with us.
Maybe that's somebody. When somebody wife then press an echo.
I don't know. All right, Nigerians, let me quickly let you in on the hot stories that we have this evening. And the topic in the conversations that we'll get this evening. Make I begin give you all of them one by one because now back to back, all of them, they like complete hits. No miss at all. Atiku, El-Ruffai, opposition coalition seeks INEC registration for new party. Guess the name of the party? ADA, the new coalition party. They don't born now. But INEC never registered yet. Say President Tinubu come out, can't tell or say, no day against registering any party. INEC can't say na lie to way Amaechi lie. Say they no go fit stop any registration of any party. And they come. Then now, they can't say, okay, they don't write officially now to INEC, say, we don't come, we don't show, men don't land. Come and register us. And they come. I will talk more about that. But other stories. Another new political coalition emerges in Benue to challenge both APC, PDP in 2027. Who can be these people again? They don't hear what. It be like saying na new coalition will go to get. Now, when we move on to other issues. Tinubu accused of handing Rivers' political structure to Wiki for 2027 agenda. Because as I talk to you right now, they don't screen RISIEC, that is INEC officials then for Rivers State. They don't change, change the heads of all agencies, parastatals and all that, everything under state of emergency. Now they change them. So now they don't accuse Tinubu and say, he deliberately put state of emergency to carry the structure of Rivers State, carry them like this, like baby, hand over to Wiki hand. Now what do they do? Okay, we can move on. Tinubu, AGF, that is Attorney General of the Federation, National Assembly, they don't drag them go court over waiting the appointment of Rivers electoral officers. Say, come, how now go appoint people we know from Rivers State as Rivers electoral officers? Waiting happen. Kilode, Tiepaka, what is going on here? As if that one not there enough. You remember NADECO Abi? Now NADECO get mind. Then get mind where go write petition to Oga Trump over Tinubu emergency rule and declaration for rule declaration for River State. Say, Oga Trump, come on, make write to you now. Say, in case you don't know, all the while been they tell Israel and give Israel and Iran instruction, make we let you know. Say, in that process, before the process even starts, it be like say, they negotiate with Ukraine and your friend, Putin at that time. Next thing will happen, I say, your dear friend, we be in school for your state, your country, Chicago, you don't go carry River State to put under military rule. I beg, come help us rescue this mission. Now, what people don't go petition Trump over Tinubu for? Why would Nigerians report our matter to external bodies? Why would they do that? Now, we can move on to other issues. Court serves INEC chairman Yakubu with Form 48 over contempt charge. Court don't serve him with Form 48 over contempt charge. He could obey. We never still know. 2027, Igbo group don't back Shetima Tinubu presidential ticket. Say now we go vote for. Meanwhile, talking about Shetima Tinubu, presidency don't come and come talk. Say calm down. People are in a hurry. We don't know whether Shetima is going to be vice president or not, but we know that there's no problem between him and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, when after the election, now Ingo choose VP. Someone now wait after we convention for APC. Now President Tinubu will come choose who will be in vice president. Well, we leave that matter. We could go further. Talking about 2027, you remember Al Mustafa be Major Al Mustafa don't declare intention to contest for 2027 presidential election. He said, "Who shall I send? Send me my Lord, for I will go." Meanwhile, in all of this, because of some people they talk say, "Oh, because of the economy of the country, nobody go vote Tinubu, nobody go do that." Information Minister say make I tell on say Nigeria economy they potential say they rise potentially because under Tinubu. Say the thing don't they bam where we're under Tinubu. So for those people waiting say because of economy and I no go vote for them. Woo, sorry for now. Then I remember say he did the man we been run to go, almost ginger our president. Where president say leave him, let him come. And they don't discover say the man gets psychiatric disorder. As in breach protocol. And then moving on, Peter, the son of Obi, Maziobi, I don't understand what is happening to Oga Peter these days. Because Oga Peter just the fire from different cylinders. I don't understand. That's what people they talk, they talk more. Because right now, Oga Peter Obi don't fire President Bola Ahmed Tinubu say, hey, fake leaders give excuses. Tinubu whined about Benue's bad roads to Yelewata. But he no go whine about going to St. Lucia. He no call St. Lucia, but Obi just the fire Tinubu as he no fit reach Yelewata to go visit people where be say something happened to. And talking about attacks and things that happen for inside the country, Plateau State, it don't happen again. No, they say 4 women now they don't kill, 3 people now they don't wound. Again, for inside Boko's community for Plateau State. And you know why would they cry over the one where they happen for inside Benue? Still they cry. It still they happen for inside Plateau State. Enugu women to still they suffer their own for inside that side. Well, I say make a tell on that. Insurgency group don't flay or don't attack Zamfara government over recent reconciliation meeting with bandits. Say, how dare you reconcile with bandits? How dare you have reconciliation meeting with bandits? For all these things, what did they do? They don't condemn and total. But we could move on to other issues. Use cattle or you die. Terrorists don't want Kebbi farmers against modern equipment. No modern equipment. Not gonna use cattle or on a die. I go let you know. I will go let you know into that conversation. But we could move on. IGP don't praise Nigerian police officers for outstanding service in Somalia. Say on a too good. This kind of service on a give for Somalia. Very, very good. And then talking about insurgency, make I just tell on and say 300,000 Boko Haram only. 300,000 repentant ones, the ones who don't change, give their life to good things. 300 only. 9 don't reintegrate to their families in 4 years. Only. Who talked this one? The governor of Borno State, Ogazul of Naitokam. Borno received over 300,000 repentant Boko Haram members, families in 4 years. In 4 years, only 300,000. They're not too plenty like that. In case you're shocked that they're too much. Welcome again. Thank you so much, Prince Francis Chilaka, as he follows Sudan into the studio. We could begin touchlight the matter them one by one. This coalition matter and the first one waiting for the month. As we hear, say the National Opposition Coalition Group don't form or formally apply to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for the registration of a new political party. The All Democratic Alliance ADA. Now, the opposition coalition is led by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and ex-Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai. The coalition's application dated June 19 was acknowledged by INEC today, Friday. Now, June 19, yesterday, now they apply, but INEC acknowledged them today. Now, this indicates the intentions of the coalition to float a new platform. The formation of ADA, backed by some other key political heavyweights, including River State Governor Rotimi Amaechi and Omar Addo, convener of the League of Northern Democrats and former aide to President Olusegun Obasanjo, they seek to capitalize on mounting public dissatisfaction. The fact that people know they're satisfied with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu right now to make sure say then collect power for President Tinubu hand for 2027. Now, the application comes just a few days after INEC warned political groups that no amount of pressure or public sentiment would override the need for strict compliance with constitutional and electoral guidelines. Now, the application letter was jointly signed by the association's pro tem national chairman, Chief Akin A. Ricketts, and pro tem national secretary, Abdullahi Elayo. The letter partly reads, make I read unto them. We respectfully write to the Independent National Electoral Commission requesting the registration of our association, the All Democratic Alliance, ADA, no be ADA, ADA, not ADA, but ADA, All Democratic Alliance, as a political party. This is a sequel to the decision taken by the Nigerian National Coalition Group to sponsor our association for full registration. The name of the party shall be All Democratic Alliance, with ADA as our acronym and Justice for All as our slogan. Anyway, justice for all. Now, the coalition also submitted relevant documents, including the party's constitution, manifesto, logo, and minutes of its foundational meetings. The party's symbol prominently features a maize, corn, agbado, which the applicants say represents abundance, resilience, and sustenance, core ideals they hope to promote. We have further attached a manifesto encompassing details of our party ideology. This time around, they want to make sure that they get ideology, and our constitution proving the legal framework that defines our identity structures and organization. So the letter continue. I'm gonna make a bad break there. Make you first answer me, Chief Prince Francis Chilakasa. I don't call you Chief. Sorry, na Prince you be. Well done, sir.
Well,
How you take
it's a welcome
it
development.
shock you first.
No, say when you don't hold your microphone, when you don't agree put and down, they give people different names. One day I will call me pastor.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. But before you go on to answer, make I let you know. Say they don't also, according to them, say they don't also bring out appoint leaders for across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. According to them, say I haven't confirmed this yet, but according to them, say we hear say for northeast, na Atiku Abubakar na go be the lead. North central, na David Mark. West, na Nasir El-Rufai. That is northwest, Nasir El-Rufai. Then south, na Rotimi Amaechi. Southeast, it will be Peter Obi. And southwest, it will be Rauf Aregbesola. If this is true, what does this mean?
Well, let me start by saying that it's a welcome development. Okay. I've said to a lot of people before now that the coalition will not use any of these parties. And the reason why they will not use any of these parties is because of the infighting in these parties, which to a large extent is occasioned by the ruling party. So the ruling party sits on the fence and wait. Once they see the coalition gathering in one place and they all want to go with SDP, they, immediately, the more they had in that party, scattered everything. They went to ADC. ADC that was a lame lock, that was sleeping quietly, enjoying itself. Immediately they saw that the coalition, those who want to wrestle power from the president, immediately they saw them gather to enter ADC. The most in ADC started their own. So I think it's the right thing in the right direction, forming a new political party so that the likes of Wike too, they can abandon PDP for him, so that he can carry it on his forehead. I think that's the whole idea. It's a welcome development, and with the caliber of persons they have mentioned, you already know that they're going to have a wide spread of the party. Because if Peter Obi is in the southeast, it means that they're going to have structures already in the southeast. Aregbesola is in the southwest. You know that it's the doing of Lagos, Osun politics going up. And then you have Rotimi Amaechi in the south. Obviously, he's also pulling weight, taking care of Port Harcourt, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River, and Bayelsa. And then if you come to the north, like I keep telling people, we may all demonize El-Ruffai, and all of that. But if you look at it, you'll find out that he has not just been the only bad one amongst them. There are a lot of people who are even serving this administration that are equally as bad as he is. So as far as I'm concerned, yes. Let us, when we want to demonize our politicians, we should not be selective. You know, we've seen killings going on in Imo State. Purpose of the mines there. What is it doing? I even saw in a newspaper broadcast, a newspaper front page where they said it was offering money for people to marry, people that want to marry Fulanis and all of that. So you ask yourself, well, every governor in Nigeria have had their madness. Just based on whose own madness has entered into the market. So, and then you have the like of Atiku. Well, you know.
Go ahead. I was going to say
people
that
are worried that he's a fundamental.
Because of the ideology, the extremism, as it were.
But then you also know that right now your Muslim ticket has it paid off? Yes, your Muslim ticket. Don't you see the carnage going on in the country? Don't you see the killings? So how has that helped us? So sometimes I tell people the devil you know is better than that angel you think is somewhere. You know, so for me, a coalition is good. I myself would want to participate in that coalition.
Hey, so you're not neutral like this when you come to my platform now again. You now be talking for your people.
No, I'm not neutral. I must say the way it is. I'm only neutral when I'm talking about governance. Yes. But when it comes to politics, I am not neutral because neutrality has not helped anybody in this country. That's why you see people who are supposed to be election umpires belonging to a political party. So how do you justify it?
Okay, so before I go to other issues happening, because we get quite a lot we'll go talk about and time they go, so make we begin to attend to them one by one. So a major political shake-up they on the way for inside Benue State as a new coalition of political actors and parties don't start up or don't emerge for inside Benue State too. And they vow to make sure say they challenge the long-standing dominance of the All Progressives Congress APC and the PDP for inside the state during the 2027 general election where they come up. Now, the coalition, they made up of stakeholders from across the Benue South Senatorial District and then convene over the weekend for inside Hagi Suit, Otukpo, where they discuss things we get to do with forming a new party, a formidable third force where go fit collect power for Benue State. This is happening way too much. Now, people go to think, say this kind of coalition, people now go fit just join body together with waiting already done dinner. This one way article in the build. So
Precious, the way political parties are organized in Nigeria, no state can own a political party. You know, so we must be very honest with ourselves. One day there can be group of people who are coming together to form an alliance or to form a group, a pressure group they will use to, you know, join one political party, but they cannot form an independent political party in Benue State. So at the end of the day, what you find out is that these people who are gathering now will come together as a body and then move into one platform. So they may decide to go into the new platform that is existing, but they cannot on their own form a political party. So let them not misinform anybody. They're just coming together, you know, and then anything you're forming in Benue State, anything you're forming in Benue State that is not collective, you know, understand, you're still going to have a problem. But for you to have a stable polity in Benue State, you need to bring in all the various groups in Benue State as one, so that they can have a formidable force.
Right, so talking about formidable force, people they feel like say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't carry in force join together, carry the whole structure of Rivers State, hand over to some weekend. Because political activists for inside and the people of Rivers State generally, they express disappointment over the refusal or failure of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to see June 12, 2025 as a day when Nigeria they celebrate into the 6th year of uninterrupted democracy as an opportunity to restore democracy for inside River State. And a lot of them they also complain as it be say the things then when they go on that way now concerning political appointments for inside River State as it take be. So they just talk say it is very unfortunate because as it look like this, it be like say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't carry the state hand over to Wike hand. In fact, they say, quoting one of them, it says some militants had threatened to fire and brimstone against their perceived enemy of the governor, who has up till now not disowned them. So, saying that because of that reason, we make President Bola Ahmed Tinubu get the state of emergency. But what thing they do now say don't carry this structure hand over to Wiki, whether not better thing. As I even talk to you, a particular Abuja-based advocacy group, what they call Center for Reform and Public Advocacy, they don't drag President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Attorney General of the Federation, AGF Lateef Fagbemi, and the National Assembly General before the Federal High Court for inside Abuja, challenging their powers to appoint officers for the River State Independent Electoral Commission. I don't know whether you've been there where they follow up the appointment or the screening of the River State Electoral Commissioners for inside River State recently. And I just didn't want to carry the matter because I felt like people had given up on River State issues, so I thought not to bore us over the matter. But then people now don't challenge the matter, go court, say na aberration, say what in do, how you go appoint electoral officers in an undemocratic setting. Because right now, the state no day in democratic setting, and they go appoint electoral officers for them. I go play you a footage or they come, but make a quickly finish with some of them talk. Now, the civil rights group in a suit is praying the court to set aside the purported nominations done by the president and approved by the Senate on the grounds that they lacked constitutional powers to appoint officials for the state electoral body. So not be then supposed to have. According to the group in the suit filed on its behalf by an Abuja-based lawyer, Mr. Carlo Ago, only the governor of Rivers State is constitutionally empowered to appoint chairman and the members for RISIEC. Now, in their originating summons, the plaintiff prayed the court to determine whether, by virtue of combined effect of sections 11 subsection 4, section 197, 198, 199, and 201 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has power to seek approval of the Senate Senate to constitute an electoral committee for River State. Say that kind of thing. Nah, aberration. In fact, today, a particular person will even talk about this matter early today, I think, for Inside Arise Television. And he had this to say about it because he too sees it as an aberration. Let's take a listen to him saying it.
I'm surprised as you are that a state of emergency that was declared against all known constitutional provision up till this date, 3 months after, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has not considered that despite wide condemnations, appeals, and criticism from well-meaning Nigerians, that he will rescind on that decision, very unconstitutional decision. Rather, what we see, like you have said, is to add salt to injury by continually depleting all known government and political structures of Rivers people and replacing same with aliens. I want to ask, where in Nigeria have we had an independent electoral commission of a state headed by someone from another state? This is a terrible precedent. And so Nigerians shall also be asking if we can get chairmen of electoral commissions from other countries like Ghana and those doing well in their democracy to come and head that of Nigeria, since Rivers State has become the space where we will begin to experiment these kind of things. So to us in Rivers State, it is an embarrassing moment. It is a complete show of disrespect to Rivers people by the President Tinubu's administration. He has disregarded Rivers State so badly, pushing us to the background, forgetting our contribution to national growth and development and to the stabilization of the polity of this country. I think this is a joke taken too far. And as Rivers people, I can tell you that what we see today in the entire jamboree of the National Assembly, seeing clearly that the man nominated is not from Rivers State, yet they went ahead to allow it pass because the president has sanctioned it. I can tell you that the National Assembly is lame dog, because you cannot identify something that you have seen as an aberration, and as lawmakers you could not come back to tell the president this cannot fly, that it has to be a Rivers indigene. Yet they went ahead after noting this aberration and put it in there that we have this bitter pill to swallow. This is unfortunate, and I can tell you, Rufai, that Rivers people are not happy, and we will fight this thing constitutionally. Again, are you not surprised that these issues that has been raised are before the courts? There are Rivers indigenes that has gone to court as early as in April to stop the National Assembly to sit over issues of Rivers State until the cases in courts are declared. Even the rules of the Senate says that any case that is before the courts awaiting judicial pronouncement must not be entertained until such pronouncement is given. So on what constitution is the Senate and the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria operating? Have they consulted themselves into the Armed Forces Ruling Council, who gives impetus to the president's direction?
All right, so you don't hear part of that. I can't continue with that conversation because of time, Oga Francis. So make I take a reaction concerning this matter for Rivers State. This whole thing, it ain't enough to drag President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Attorney General of the Federation, and the National Assembly to to court. And even if they carry them go court, remember, say, let's say fact maybe not come and come talk, say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu get the right to come out any governor. I don't know whether only me hear him that period, to suspend any governor at that time. So do you see the same Attorney General as person where be say go fit do anything concerning this case, if truly waiting this man they talk from the constitution are correct, since two of us not be lawyer? And then thirdly, our judiciary, you see them responding to this matter, considering say the matter where PDP governors carry go court challenging the suspension still they court till now. Supreme Court never called the matter. They never even give dates. In fact, they never even hear them. So how you take CM?
The problem in Rivers State, it's like it's becoming new and new each day.
New things new every morning, like the glory of God.
Yes, new things keep unfolding, and unfortunately, the Rivers people are just like the Nigerian people. Everybody, we make too much noise with little action. And so the political class understands that Nigerians are good at noise making. And they know that when you finish your noise, what next? When you finish your noise, you come back to the reality. And that reality is that the government will always have its bidding. The government will always have its way. It's unfortunate it's unfortunate the way things are going in the Rivers State. And that's why I've always said that we need to stop this idea of trying to give somebody some level of credence when the ordinary should not be. I think the whole idea of saying, oh, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu fought for democracy, and like the thing has gotten into him, now he tells you that he was the last man standing when everybody fell. So when you have a leader that enjoys being praised, he enjoys being adored and worshipped, and then you know Nigerians, psychophancy is another level of governance in this country. When you begin to blow the trumpet of a leader, they behave like the leaders of old in the Bible. When you blow their trumpets, they become so happy. While they are blowing their trumpet, they can tell you, go and wipe out that entire community. So it's a big problem. It's a problem that those who are meant to speak truth to power in Nigeria, they always keep quiet. And because they're keeping quiet, things are going bad. I sat yesterday and I was asking a friend of mine, and I said to my friend, where are all our so-called religious leaders, elders, people who sat up and held this country to ransom when Jonathan was the president. Where are they today? Why are they not speaking out? Why have they all suddenly gone mute? So we need to understand that the level of tribalism in this country is annoying, is upsetting, and that the Nigerian people, they need to understand also that the political class, they are friends. They have never and they will never be enemies. The politicians are friends. Once it is a matter of their interest, they gather together. Once their interest is not protected, they now believe that they need the Nigerian people. They need the masses to speak for them. And the masses need to understand that you cannot keep doing this thing and expecting a different result. You cannot make yourself available to be used by the political class and you're expecting good governance. You're expecting accountability. You're expecting transparency. You will not get it. So the people need to understand that sovereignty belongs to them and that they need to draw a line. They need to know when to say, okay, this is your dash. This is your 1,000. This is your rice. We don't need it. And that is it. The shameful part of it is that Nigeria is the only country I've seen where people will come out en masse to hail and praise those who are oppressing them. And that is why you have a situation where on June 12th, you saw people who were protesting against the kind of leadership we have in this country. And you saw people who came out to protest in favor of the same leadership. So these are the issues. Right now in Rivers State, I don't even know where Fubara stands. Is he standing with the people or is he standing on his own trying to get back his power out of selfishness, out of greed? So if the man who is supposed to be in the forefront has lost the steam, what do you expect the supporters to do? It's a good thing they are going to court, but you know, Nigerians have lost interest in the judicial system because they feel that, you know, they say the justice is blind or the courts are blind, the judges are blind. That's why you see the way they fold the eye of the woman. But in Nigeria, they know they cover that eye. They open one eye. Now one eye they take see. Now one eye, even when they want to cover it, they use of them to use something that is very, very dark to cover it. They go use lace, see through, they cover them. So even before you go court, the justice don't see you. They don't know whether you're man or woman. They don't decide what to do to you. So there's a lot that has gone wrong in Rivers State, but let's see how it goes since they've gone to court. But then I will tell you, I was not expecting that President Bola Tinubu would call off state of emergency in Rivers State until the 6 months period. I do not expect that. Because at the end of the day, this is all about political structure. And if you have an aberration of the democratic process, and then the person you have put there is setting up structures, and the structures seem to be tilted towards one side, then you know that it's all about takeover. So when they achieve that takeover they want to take over, they can bring Fubara back and get him impeached the next day.
Now, speaking about this state of emergency and the matter and the person way there at the center of the state of emergency, we be in some week, you know, today you talk with him, they're very interesting. So you know, saying get banned with the full arm. Where they give you know, rhythm and blues. When in talk one thing, they go sing. So in talk, say, as the band today don't sing, on a lighter note, as they sing for Chinese language, saying go increase their pay. Make I show you because a guy is having the best time of his life right now. We could just go laugh small.
Now that the musician can sing in Chinese language, his fee will be increased. His fee will be increased. Now that he can sing in Chinese language.
Agreement is agreement, yo. Agreement is agreement, yo. Yes, so we can don't talk about Chinese people go see ya. Agreement is
agreement, Our guy is having the best time of his life. Make I leave that matter. Make I enter NADECO matter. Sharply. Just make I drop that single for na make una see him. Oga Wiki team don't release a Chinese single for now. Look at they enjoy. But let's go straight to US, where the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO, USA, don't write official letter to US President Donald Trump over, urging him to take diplomatic action against key Nigerian political figures allegedly involved in the controversial declaration of state of emergency for inside River State. And this one, especially the one with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu do. So we could look the people the way we see them mentioned for inside this matter. Now, the petition, person we sign them, now the USA Executive Director of NADECO, we name na Lloyd Uku, and addressed directly to President Donald Trump at the White House precisely, it seeks a visa ban on Nigerian Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas, and the newly appointed River State sole administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ekweibas. Now, Uku described the requested sanctions as a proportionate response to what he called the serious involvement of the trial in an undemocratic act that undermines constitutional governance in Nigeria. In the letter, which was made available to the press today, Friday, 9 people, 9 press people see 'em, the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO, wishes to bring to your attention a pressing matter of grave concern regarding the erosion of democratic principles in Nigeria. Now, the group accused President Tinubu of initiating an unlawful power grab in River State. These people, they don't do too much like this. How you go good accuse your president this kind of thing for front of the Igwe mad in the whole world? Now, on the quoting part of excerpt of the letter, it further reads that on March 18, 2025, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared an unfounded and unconstitutional state of emergency in River State. He used the declaration to fraudulently grant himself extraordinary powers as outlined in the Nigerian constitution, allowing him to suspend the democratically elected governor of Rivers State, Mr. Sim Fubara, his deputy, Dr. Ngozi Odu, and the members of the State House of Assembly. NADECO further condemned the appointment of Vice Admiral Ibas, retired, as the state's administrator, calling it a violation of Nigeria's constitution and international democratic norms joined together. Now, quoting excerpt of the letter again, it reads, it is crucial to note that the president's illegal action could not have succeeded without the support of the Senate, led by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, as well as the current Speaker of the House of Assembly, House of Representatives, led by Mr. Tajuddin Abbas. Now, so the letter carry you. Now, quoting further, the letter say, this action not only undermines the democratic foundations of Nigeria, but also disregards the will of the people of River State who elected their governor through a lawful democratic process. Oga Trump, please come and help us punish them. Deal with them. They are calling on the US leadership to respond firmly. That's all we could talk. In fact, he say, in light of this, quoting it more, he said, I respectfully request that the president directs the United States Department of State to impose a visa ban on Senate President Godswill Akpabio and his family, not just him and his family, Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas and his family, and the illegal administrator, Mr. Ibas, along with their entire family too. Now, quoting further, I say, by taking this action, the United States would send a clear message that it will not tolerate actions that undermine democracy and the will of the people. I believe this message would be a proportionate response to the serious involvement of Senator Godswill Akpabio, Mr. Abbas, and Mr. Ibas in the undemocratic act. That's what he had. For that,
Precious, don't go for it. Precious, calm down.
I won't finish the letter for you, sir.
You know, such letters they're very empty. Yes, very empty. You are leaving the man behind, the arrowhead. Who is the president? He's the one that started. He took the decision. You are not talking about putting a ban on him. You are talking about putting a ban on other people. Don't you see that there's a flaw in that letter?
People been done right before, except made them sanction President Tinubu because of that one. Now, people don't talk that one.
This letter, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't have any ingredients. It doesn't have anything to show. You cannot leave the mastermind of the game and you are going after those who were playing the chess. You don't do that. If it's like what they're doing with Emefiele. You put Emefiele on trial. You are dragging the man off left, right, center, forward, like I passed my neighbor generator. But nobody has said anything about Mr. President, the former President Buhari, who came on TV to tell us that he was the one that was giving instructions to this man. So what are we talking about? So this NADECO people, may they go sit down somewhere. This doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense at all. So it's only America that can come and punish them. That punish their own leaders. Is that what they're trying to say? That energy they are spending to write that letter, they should spend that energy coming to educate Nigerians on their civic rights, so that Nigerians will come out en masse to get the voters card and vote for the next election.
So if they try to talk, say this letter like this, no matter, it don't mean anything.
You don't carry weight, you don't get any substance.
But even Trump said been done one time mention something about waiting they go on for Nigeria.
I beg, let's base, I beg. Trump is busy with Iraq and Israel. So nothing I know disturb him. But I want to be issue.
All right. If you say make we go next base, make we go next base. The next base now still has to get to do with election now. As we hear say INEC don't initiate proceeding now to make sure say they punish, courts don't initiate process to make sure say they punish INEC chairman for contempt of court. That means if he go prison because he disobey court law. How dare he? Are you above the law to disobey court order? Now, the Federal High Court in Abuja have served the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Yakubu Mahmood, with a copy of the contempt proceeding that was initiated against him by the National Rescue Mission, NRM. Remember that party, right? A bailiff of the court, Ayuba Sule, served the Form 48 at the national headquarters of the electoral body in Abuja, in line with the ruling that Justice Obiora Egwatu delivered, I think, on June 17. So, service of the Form 48, which is a notice of the consequences of disobedience of a valid court order, is a first step in a contempt and committal proceeding. The court had ordered that the process should be served on the INEC chairman through substituted means. It gave the nod for the process to be handed to any staff of the commission by the bailiff. So that's what they do. Meanwhile, the NRM, in a statement that was signed by the National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Ansem Chinedu Nebeife, disclosed that though officials of the INEC headquarters or at the INEC headquarters declined to accept the service, the bailiff dropped it on the legal department of the commission. Then drop and there. Since I no one sign them and I no one collect them, then drop and there, which is of course in accordance to waiting the court talk. Now I'm quoting them. They say Mr. Yoba first got to the INEC chairman's office, but his staff requested him to identify himself. Ayuba obliged them with his official identity card. And after reading the content of the document he handed over to them, they quickly gave it back to him and told him to visit the legal department. Then no one be the person to handle them. So then first of all, go to the INEC chairman office. The person where they read and finish, say, I know what take him. I go meet legal department. On going to the legal department, another drama ensued involving Ayuba and another INEC staff. Upon handing over the document to the staff, the said staff stealthily, that is a hide, scanned through and speedily returned it back again. Say, me too, I don't want touch them, not be me go touch them. Angered by their disposition, Ayuba dropped the court's order and the accompanying Form 48 in front of the legal department and left the commission. That's what the statement had. Now, Justice Igwatu gave the order for substitution service of the document on the INEC chairman after he heard an ex parte motion that was brought before the court by the NRM. Moving the motion, counsel to the NRM, Mr. Oladimeji Ekangba, alleged that INEC and its chairman spurned an order of mandamus the court made on, March 5, which directed them to accept the outcome of the emergency convention that produced Chief Edozie Njoko-led executive of the party. Bottom line, when they cause this problem, I say, then get a convention, get person will be saying win we supposed to be their National Working Committee members. But INEC chairman no agree recognize those people as the substantive people we supposed be the INEC officials. So they don't try, they don't drag go court. INEC still continue to recognize the other bodies them. Now nine they can't go court. Say, I beg court, help us interpret. Court can say no, by rights, no, be the right people. They don't judgment finish. INEC no still agree recognize. Now nine they go court. I beg help us punish INEC chairman for not obeying your law. So do you see them eventually docking the INEC chairman? The way matter they, say people they above the law for Nigeria. What do you see happening, sir?
No, well, INEC has become an albatross in our political life. INEC has become, that bone that is staying in your throat that is refusing to fall down. You drink water, you do everything, the bone is still there. And I don't know why INEC keeps doing that. I don't know why INEC has suddenly begun to interfere in the party's choice of leadership. The same thing this group is going through is the same problem Labour Party is going through. So INEC sits on his own and interprets every court ruling the way it suits them, not the way it suits the political parties. And it's something that needs to stop. But talking about contempt of court, tomorrow, if the case comes up, INEC will send somebody to run. Their lawyer, they have too many sons. When the sons appear, language they change. So they will send their son to go and represent them. And
so having a son changes the fact that you've committed a crime? I don't understand, sir.
Well, if you remember, there was a time the court issued contempt of court. I think they also issued a bench warrant on your Inspector General of Police. What came out of it? The only poor man 9 courts they deal with for this country. It ain't rare make court deal with rich man. It is very, very rare. We know that. And that's why I say that people no longer have confidence in the judicial process. So whatever comes out of it, so between now and 2027, a lot of political parties will fight. They go soon throw a chair, throw a bottle, throw a knife. Because as they progress, INEC will decide which camp to deal with and which camp not to deal with. And that's where the whole problem lies.
Now, talking about the camp to deal with and the camp not to deal with, your village people, they don't talk, say all of them, they solidly behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shettima tickets together for 2027. They said they go vote them. Now, despite dissenting voices at the recent Northeast Zonal meeting of the All Progressives Congress, Igbo group don't come out. Say then they back President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shettima tickets. Say they go vote for him because the presidents don't do well. Make I just end them there, sir. Would you like to respond as you move? Another base?
No. I like to respond. I sometimes ask myself.
They hold meeting for Enugu on Thursday. Talk this thing.
People just wake up from sleep and they are looking for relevance. They are looking for how to collect some money from politicians, and then they'll start spinning all sorts of things. I've read their community or their letter, and it's completely useless and baseless. They're talking about They're talking about tax reform. They're talking about fuel subsidy, and they're talking of local government autonomy. I mean, it shows you how shallow those people are. They're very, very shallow. They don't even understand what they're saying. If they are happy with what is going on in this country, they don't need to write such frivolous and empty letter, calling it communique. The people that really matter, the people that really matter have said to you that, look, we are not even in support of what is going on with governance. They see people who are really into APC fighting. They have not been able to learn from them. But these ones are people who are not even part of APC. So they are now drinking Panadol. More Panadol for another man's headache. Are they not ashamed of themselves? They should go and ask the Isukuzoro led organization. Since they were the first set of people who came out and said, oh, We are endorsing President Bola Tinubu. Where are they today with their endorsement? And the same market, all of us, they go. No market, nobody, they go different market for this country now. And anybody who is sincere, who is honest, who comes out and tells you that things are good in this country, honestly, that person needs serious mental health check. So anybody who comes out now and says, oh, we're supporting the APC, is it not East? At the meeting they hold in Medugri in Borno State, you saw them quarreling, fighting. They are not. Nobody's talking about, supporting the ticket of Bola Tinubu and Shetima. Everybody you see doing endorsement, they're only endorsing President Bola Tinubu. Now you see Igbo people, when nothing concerns them with APC, to show you how myopic they are, to show you that they are very uninformed. They have not read the handwriting on the wall. They have not followed the way politics is going on around the country. So not only them get the mind, and then get the tenacity, and then get the belief to consider and support Bola Shetima ticket. When other people are telling you that, this thing doesn't look like something that will work. So these are people who are hungry, seeking for relevance, and they don't even have any. They don't even have any what do you call it? They don't have any staying power, so to say. If you tell them to bring their members now, they're not going to pass 10, 15 people. And the annoying thing is that these groups are never registered. They fizzle out immediately after the elections. Or immediately they collect whatever they want to collect from the political parties. They disappear into thin air. The way they're talking about Bola Tinubu today, tomorrow they'll begin to talk about the new political party. Next tomorrow they'll begin to talk about Peter Obi. These are merchants. That's what they are. Political jobbers. That's just simply what they are.
Now talking about politics, the political parties, as Al Mustafa say, indeed deeply pained and concerned about the current state of Nigeria. However, with the direction and commitment Nigeria can, with good direction and commitment, Nigeria can rise again. And saying don't look and say, it be like saying be one of those persons we go fit save Nigeria from where it is right now. So now making one contest for presidency. You go contest under SDP, El-Ruffai party, even though say El-Ruffai had the form coalition. Because they need somebody as strong as him to fit, battle this matter for inside 2027.
Make Mustafa make him go sleep somewhere. Make him go find go take room for hotel with the AC they work with. Go sleep.
A whole Abacha henchman. Make
him go sleep somewhere. If he is pained as he claims, if he's pained and sad because things are going on in Nigeria, he will come out and join the coalition.
He has joined the coalition.
Yes, he should come out and join them. How many votes did he make during the last election? How many votes? Go and Google it and find out now. So I don't know, be news now. Most of us just want to, he just want to talk, but they not saying don't they talk. This time, this is not the era of Abacha. This is pure politics. So make him go rest, I beg.
Okay. If you say making go rest, now we can move on to other issue very quickly. So now, what would they talk about things when they happen? Say our Minister of Information don't come and say our economy day in the right place, the direct well. But we could leave that one. I know say if you no one respond to that one, maybe feel the economy rich for pockets. Sorry, feel and rich for the market.
No, you like it, they feel like maybe they go market.
No vex. No, let me say make we leave. No vex. So, but make we talk about
how much the bag of rice?
But make we talk about the tickets now, because say after waiting happen for Northeast, where you just talk about now, Ogabaya and Nanoga and other people, including secretary for inside the APC, don't come out, come collect the say why people they worried about running a Tinubu Shetima ticket. Say now the president now you go first endorse. Then now during convention, the president will come choose who will be in vice president. So make people no worry. When they get their convention, he will choose the vice president. I take see that response. And he can say no wahala dey between president and Shetima. Say nothing they go on. Say everywhere calm, everywhere cooler.
What do you expect him to tell you before now? Pressure, what do you expect him to tell you? He's a spokesman. That's his job. His job is crisis management.
The secretary also talked the same thing now.
No problem now. But you see that they won't carry, you said they won't plank the chairman of the party. You know, say they won't plank him. See, no, you know, say, I don't say propaganda is a weapon, you use it in fighting war, you use it in winning war. So now propaganda be that one in the top, not be the reality when they're on ground. Yes, I know that usually now the presidential candidate, most times they decide who you want. But you must do it in, you know, in consultation with the party members. So, but as you and I know, this vice president has not acted as one, he has not worked as one. We have not even seen him, you know, in one, you know, I'm not seeing one day where they don't transmit power to them. If they have done it, I don't know, just remind me. In all the trips Mr. President they take, even when they go, say they go in personal relaxation, you know that they carry 5 kilometers for France.
In the so go, you know, say they go St. Lucia. In the go St. Lucia, they say I think from tomorrow. Now one beautiful island for Caribbean, they get fine scenario.
So tell me which job, which responsibility. Tell me what Shetima don't do. You remember, if you remember very well, during the campaigns, Shetima said he was going to take charge of what do you call it? Defense. You don't see him talk.
He will handle security. Tinubu will handle economy.
You don't see him talk. I bet see make APC people go sit down somewhere and they rest. 2027, Nigeria will stand.
Okay, so before we go 2027, we'll still there inside 2025. And Peter, the son of Obi, has been talking lately too much. But before I just on waiting Peter Obi talk, if this is not your first time here, you're welcome. You are welcome. I for don't sing, so it be like I go release album where I go to sing for first timers. But I beg now, kindly subscribe if not your first time for joining us. Subscribe and like this post, share and make it for fit go far. Now the offering what would they pay be this one for inside this place for you to like, share, subscribe, and make sure say you turn on your notification. So like the post, subscribe and share. All right, make we enter inside waiting Ogapi to be on summer President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You know, say when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu been go Benue State, him be stop for Makodi, him be no face reach Yelewata. That day rain fall where rain fall. And President been not tired. You know, so the next day again, he can go Kaduna State again. So Oga President will get plenty work to do. So he be no fit reach the place where this thing happen gone for your water for inside Benue State. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Peter Obi don't attack him now. Say President Tinubu demonstrates good leadership when in whine about the poor roads leading to the violence wrecked Yelewata for inside Benue State. Now so Obi talk. If I make a quote part of waiting Obi talk, he say, one of the consistent principles of leadership is the willingness to make ultimate sacrifice and take risk. A true leader does not make excuses or complain. He shows up, sacrifices, and provides solutions, especially in difficult times. The Labour Party former presidential candidate, that's why they complain. Yesterday, that's why they blast Tinubu. Now, say, what Tinubu do you now? First of all, remember, say, when this incident happened, on Friday, waking to Saturday morning, the whole of that Saturday, Oga President no talk. None of him people talk. The Sunday morning, now Populio the 14, 9 confess talk. Where the whole international community come hear them. People come begin carry on for news. That Sunday, self, be like say president. Now that Sunday night, I've been at the Monday. Be like that Sunday night, on at the Monday night, president come finally. In fact, that Sunday morning, as Poplio talk and finish, our president no still talk. Now towards the evening of that Sunday night, president come talk. Say, make una settle on our differences, make una dey in peace. The thing that come be like say, it can't even make people of the Benue State them vex more. Then Peter, the son of Obi, can't still respond to the matter where he be say Oga Peter Obi, can't respond to waiting Presido talk. Say it take you 48 hours, maybe say you talk, or more than 48 hours. After you talk, say it can't they talk the way you know, can't or go visit them. It good say you don't talk, but this one when you talk, don't do. Or you make you go visit them, go see them, make you see the place. As they don't talk that one. On Monday now, I got president comes. Oh yeah, you don't do. I go clear my schedule, make I go. Okay, clear in schedule. Our whole able president still go visit the place just because of say in nearly reach Yelewata, nearly Oga Chilaka, nearly, but he no feel reach finish. Because, the road for that area no good like that. Nine Oga Peter Obi don dey lambast President Tinubu again. Say leadership na by example. In fact, people come begin trend for social media. A particular video of where Peter Obi been one particular, whether na Agwata community had been aware for Anambra State. Flood been worried them. Oga pull up in trousers when him be governor. Enter inside the flood, they go see the community people. Say make them come, make them release them first. So people come, they say Peter Obi no just the talk am because I'm waiting in for do. But why he be say did they do like this now? Now make I tell you waiting in complaint finish about president. He said leadership is not about comfort. It's about sacrifice. It is about standing with your people, especially in moments of pain and tragedy. You cannot abandon your citizens in their hour of need. You don't offer excuses when action is required. Hey, Peter Obi. He said, in fact, make I leave him. In fact,
I hope Kenneth Okonkwo is listening to the way Peter Obi is talking now. And it will show you that John go don't mature. And everything in life has a time. And when the time for something comes, nothing changes it. What Peter Obi said is gospel truth. Mr. President, and especially the Minister for Works, this is a clarion call. They should be hiding their faces in shame. That because of rainfall and because of flood, they could not get to where Nigerians were slaughtered and massacred.
But Prince, no vex, so make I talk something, no vex. Now, this thing where you talk now, is there enough for Peter Obi to write this in where I told you say, while I do not advocate for a president to expose himself for monumental risk, I cannot, even put and say, I cannot accept the excuse that bad roads prevented him from reaching Yelewata in Benue, especially after he had already made it to the sir. Okay, sir.
Our president is used to his new presidential jet. I'm surprised they did not deploy the yacht to complete this journey. They should have deployed it. Okay, now, let me tell you the truth. If Mr. President was going for campaign, let me tell you, if Mr. President was going for campaign, he would have gone. The rain and the flood would not have stopped him from going for that campaign. See, now don't tell Nigeria, say, see, una leaders not send una. Una leaders, they not send una. They just believe that you people should suffer, struggle, go through mental health, go through every problem on this earth so that you can continue to finance their lifestyle. They not send you. And that's the truth. And I only wish that Nigerians can wake up to that, to face that reality. To realize that you cannot keep voting people who have no empathy, people who have nothing to offer you. Nigerians need to wake up. The way Nigerians are sleeping over a lot of issues is enunciating. They don't send you anything. The president live where wahala dey. If they go hospital, go they check what I don't understand. Even if it's the way, even the picture that was posted it shows you how detached from the people your president is.
That woman will come off face. She pop her face like this. Come off face. She don't even know what that picture
is. Because I mean, for her. I mean, see, first of all, let me tell you. Let me tell you this. There are utterances that were made even before that trip that showed lack of understanding of the problem. And that statement was when they said, when Mr. President said that he has directed the governor to go and negotiate. Precious, who is the governor meant to go and negotiate with?
The killers.
The bandits. I am happy for one thing. I am happy for one thing that the chief of army staff himself confirmed that it was not an ethnic cleansing. I mean, it was not a communal fight.
I was going to come to that because I have footages of what he said.
Yes, I am happy he said that it is not communal, but that it was an attack by bandits or herdsmen or whatever you want to call it, terrorists. So now asking the governor to go and sit down and find peace with these people, I don't know what the president wants him to do. Who does he want him to go and negotiate with? So this is where the first thing happened. And then secondly, Alia is a disaster for Benue people. Reverend Father High said Alia is a disaster. The president was not coming to commission projects. The president was coming to commiserate with families who have lost their loved ones. And you now put children on the road under the rain. You want them to wave. What wave do you want them to wave? What do you want them to wave to? And you turn that visit into a banquet. Precious, what kind of leaders do we have in this country?
Okay, as you respond to this, make I quickly take an account of waiting. I think Sirake Dixon talk concerning the president visit and this incident where you just mentioned. Make I quickly.
Well, first of all, let me use this opportunity to condole once again with the government and people of Benue State and with all the families affected and families and friends, and indeed with all Nigerians, because what has been going on in Benue, Plateau, and so on in some other places, is actually a collective assault. It's an assault on our collective psyche as Nigerians and as human beings even. So talking about that, the president went there, which is good. I think he could have gone there much earlier, but anyway, he went there. But I don't think that we had a very the decisions and declarations that were made may not have been as forceful as some would have wanted. For example, the way some of us look at this what has been going on, it's not an issue of reconciliation. It's an issue of pure criminality that is almost at a genocidal level. So it's when people talk about, settle it, there could be minor elements of that, but you can't equate killing a cow with slaughtering hundreds of human beings. I think that's the point the Tortive kept making. There's one picture that is very poignant. I don't know if you have seen it. The picture of the lady who was in the hospital with her child, whose arm had been severed, and who looked away, in protest about the actions of government. It's good that officials of the government went. I mean, the security chiefs were there. I spoke with the governor myself, and I know that a lot of security people were there and things are happening. But are they far-reaching enough, Charles?
And are they after the fact?
They are clearly after the fact. Look, I mean, we're not talking of preventing. I mean, we are not talking of 200. Next time you will hear will be 300.
Right. So your sense is that the frequency of these attacks is up without a commensurate response by the government.
Yeah, I think the government is actually without a solution as it is now. And I'm not talking of this government alone. The Nigerian state appears unprepared for the sort of violence that people are unleashing on fellow Nigerians. You just said the Chief of Defense Staff tell you that he thinks that there are foreign elements coming in. And these are not just criminals like that. These are mercenaries. These are actually commando units of foreign armies trained elsewhere and so on, well-equipped, well-armed, well-prepared tactically. Sometimes even more so than our. And our system is completely unprepared.
All right, so Prince Francis Chilakasa, you don't hear what Sirake Dixon talk, and for inside the matter, especially that lady picture we in referred to. It is very sad. Going back to that image, when Ibise Oga Akume and the rest of them been visit, you see the way the woman use come office. She don't even want to know whether people will come visit her, like government officials at all at all. She just cap come out her face. She don't even want to look themselves, in reaction or in protest to waiting happen to her. This in that her picking her grandchild lose in hand for inside that incident. You can see the baby there petite the hand. So the way the woman used feel, she don't even look the face. See how God come a face. The woman come off face. She don't even really look them at all. And this is really very sad. All right, as they talk, make I take a reaction before I take within Chief of Army Staff talk because attack don't happen again for inside Bokus for Plateau State. As they talk about it, sir.
Let me tell you, see, the problem with leadership in this country is that we have leaders who make a lot of promises, what is called campaign promises. And when they get into power, they don't understand the enormity of the situation in order to be able to address it. And because we have a skewed system, a system whereby you get elected today, you get sworn in today, you begin to think about the next election. So that is why those you have as leaders are not really leaders. They are more of rulers. These are people who are gamblers. They are gambling of, permutations. So because they are busy thinking about the next election, they don't care what happens. So for anybody to tell me, that Mr. President went to Benue State, he didn't get to the site of where the killings took place. And I mean, we're not being sincere with leadership in this country. Like I said, if Mr. President was going for a campaign, he would have done everything to be there. No matter what, it would take the president, it would take them 30 minutes, 1 hour to mobilize a helicopter. Since the roads have become flooded and bad, they would have used the helicopter. So what are we talking about?
All right, sir. So make I go again, go talk about another incident which happened. Sometimes these things, me self when they carry the news, they give me mental breakdown because it be very annoying to they carry all the stories them every day like this. And it be like say results self no day for this matter them all they carry like this. Because as I talk to you right now, attack don't happen again for inside Plateau State. What we hear say at least 4 women, 9 they don't kill, and 3 others don't wound after suspected herdsmen attack Jintango village for inside Tango district for Bokos local government of the area. This one happened yesterday, Thursday night, June 19, breaking this morning around 10 p.m. for night. And this was revealed in post shared by security analyst Zagazula Makama today, Friday. Now, according to the post, the attackers stormed the quiet village at night and started shooting at residents, killing 4 women on the spot. The victims were identified as Rachel Ayuba, Cecilia John, Naomi Simon, and Esther Ezra. All of them Christians. If people talk now, they go say this is not a religious war. 3 other people who were hit by the bullets are currently receiving treatment at the Cottage Hospital for inside Bokos. Following the attack, a joint team of soldiers, police officers, and local vigilantes were quickly deployed to the area. According to Makama, security forces are now working to track down the attackers. Again, remember, say this same Bokos, almost how many thousand? 150 something people. Now been go. Just 2-3 months ago. Now this one now don't they happen again. And as they talk to you, I remember say the women for inside the Enugu State, they also cry their own as it happen. In fact, while you were away, make I give you the gist of women for Enugu State. Say these people they come with helicopter. On Monday, they kill at least 7 people for Enugu State. They kill at least 7 people for inside Enugu State. That Ihamofa area. 7 people now then kill. The worst part for inside this incident, I for like me hear them for yourself, make it no be like saying that me they use my mouth to talk with women they talk because then come protest on Monday and Tuesday. Talk say they no go agree because the suspected Fulani people they do them. How it be say helicopter go carry people, drop them down, then commit crime, finish, carry them go, and the helicopter they rove around, and as security officials not fit tell who them be and where them come from. Incidents like this, I never hear federal government mention about them. This particular one, federal government never talk about it. Make I just play small footage, small EG, for example, of what the woman did for Benin.
issues of local government. And humble for parts. Upon issues of the issues are we are going hungry. They are sleeping with our women. After sleeping with them, they will use stick under their vigil, which is very bad. When government of Enugu State.
Conversation. I don't know whether you hear within those women talk. I be no one interpret for you. Hear within the city they do them.
Precious.
Sir.
You know, there are certain things when you hear them you cringe and you get so worried. You begin to ask yourself, what is going on in this country?
Why the president and presidency never respond about this matter? These women, their lives don't matter. And
no, exactly. I'm coming to that. Even before the president responds, why are the governors keeping mute?
Exactly.
And you know where this thing is paining me as a Nigerian, as somebody who has always been preaching one Nigeria, where it pains me is that when these things happen in the east and the south, my brothers, the elders in the north, the Arewa youth, the elders forum, the Sultan of Sokoto, the Emir of Kano, everybody goes mute. They keep quiet. Check what happened in Benue State, for instance. Everybody went mute. And none of them will come out publicly to say, this bad name that they're giving to the Fulanis, they themselves cannot come out and condemn it. They have found it difficult, extremely difficult, to condemn the activities of the Fulanis. In other words, it simply shows some level of complacency. That is what it is showing. It is showing that the leaders in the north, these are people we hold in high regards. It shows that they are complicit. It shows that they are pretending that they do not see what their subjects are doing. Oh, look at what happened in Edo State when supposedly 14 hunters or so were killed. All the various northern groups came out. But but while they were coming out to criticize, to condemn, just like every other Nigerian condemned the killings, they never for once acknowledged the fact that the people living in those communities have been crying out. They never for once acknowledged that the crimes being perpetrated by the headsmen, Fulani headsmen in this country is bad. They don't. They just keep quiet. So it's like, oh, the headsmen are sacred. Other Nigerians have no right to complain. They are collateral damage. So this is where it pains a lot of us. And that's where the headache is. I keep saying that the difference between the Igbo man and other tribes in Nigeria is that the Igbos don't know how to hide their criminals. The Igbos behave so much like the Ekiti people. If they can't call you out in public, they write petition. That's why they say in Nigeria, the chairman and chair office of petition writing is Ekiti State. So why is it that the North, the entire North, the leadership in the North, why are they keeping mute? Why are they keeping quiet?
All right, sir. Because of time, we could just quickly rush to other issues, and but sadly, it's still about insecurity. But we could just wrap them up very quickly. As the Northern Security and Integrity Forum, mind they call themselves, they don't lambast the Zamfara state government for what they describe as a shameful U-turn in the handling of the state's decade-long banditry crisis. Remember, say Zamfara state governor been down there at loggerheads with bandits, and especially after he don't accuse former Oga, that is the former governor Matewale, of being the person who be say they help sponsor and wine and dine with these bandits. Now the group, but him now don't consider now they negotiate with bandits. So now people they tell and say this U-turn where you get now shame on you. Now the group said the recent move by the state government to reconcile with known armed groups confirmed that the much criticized strategy of the former governor Bello Matawale was in fact visionary, pragmatic, and morally justifiable. So the same thing way they insult Matawale for, and what you they do now. They say for years, Governor Dauda Lawal demonized former Governor Bello Matawale's approach to banditry, portraying it as weak, immoral, and counterproductive. But today, after more than 20,000 civilians and over 500 security personnel have been killed, according to Amnesty International, in that place, Zamfara, and other credible conflict monitoring bodies, he is now doing exactly what he once ridiculed Matawale for, sitting down with the attackers and preaching dialogue. In fact, they don't cause some well for that one way talk. And as they talk to you right now, Borno State Governor don't talk, say, then don't receive about 300,000 repentant Boko Haram members so far between 2021 till today. Not before inside APC administration, no, just 2021 till date. They don't receive about 300,000 of them. Perhaps some of these people feed on that is, and most of them don't go through the reintegration and rehabilitation, the DRR program. Some of them don't get joined back into the society, and some of them also feed on maybe join our security forces. Who knows? We do not know. And this one can they make the matter very, very troubling, because people can they talk say how we go talk say we dey fight insecurity. We dey sit down, we dey liaise with these people them, we dey negotiate with them, we dey reconcile with them, we dey reintegrate them back into the society to show them to the faces of those people where it be say they don't kill, they don't. You can imagine this woman now where it be say I dey show her picture, make it be say she's where I show her picture that time, make it be say she see person where cut this her picking hand like this, just the past, they don't forgive him in the past. How will it make her feel? The person, the man will be say then kill all in family, only one small boy remain. How in go feel when he see person will be say do that thing to him family members, making see them the past. Make I take account of waiting CDS talk quickly before I take your reaction, sir.
Because it was not announced, does not mean it's not taking place.
Have you arrested anybody there?
The police has arrested a number of people,
right?
And actions have been taken. Investigations ongoing with the DSS, the police. It takes a lot. Because we're law-abiding individuals, so we have to be sure of what we're doing. And I think that's a critical aspect. But all the security forces are working together to ensure that this stops. If you look at how did we get to where we are over time, issues have been on ground, small skirmishes have been going on because law and order is not there. Punishment has not been meted on individuals who have committed. A criminal is a criminal. Everyone who commits a crime should be prosecuted. That is not been done. So that is the issue. And this thing has been
but why
the
do
one
you
in
think it's
Benue.
not being done?
Well, I think I really don't. Like I said, most of it is
you don't want to get into
political.
the politics.
I don't want to get into the politics.
Right. I can understand
yes,
that.
Yes.
But let me put it another way. Yeah. What is your sense of how best we should characterize what's going on in Benue State and the rest of that north central region? Are there still, I mean, should we still be calling them farmer-herder clashes, or should we now call it what it is, which is pure terrorism? Because the barbarity with which these crimes are carried out, the fury, I mean, it looks like something by Boko Haram or ISWAP.
So let me tell you, I think it's a lot. It's just a potpourri of all of them playing out together. And, you know, criminals have a tendency to want to work together. So you can't rule that out.
Yeah, but if you don't call it terrorism, I don't mean to interrupt you, then you're not going to get the kind of resources you need to really tackle it. If you keep calling it farmer-herder clashes, it looks like it's kind of community skirmishes. No, when this appears to be a much bigger thing.
There's a lot. We have the herders in it, we have the kidnappers in it, we have the criminals in it, we have the terrorists, everybody is playing a part in it.
And you're mobilizing for all that.
All that together, because we have to deal with them all at the same time. And you know, the way it is that we have different challenges in different regions. And this is peculiar. Like I said, historically, it's gone back, way back. And it started in the past. If a cow enters a farm and damages a farm, the cow is arrested or caught, compensations are paid, or if they kill an animal suddenly, it's compensated. So over time, that stopped. What stopped it? That's the problem. So we started losing faith with those ones. Instead of these settlements, people started taking laws into their hands. If the cow gets into the farmer gets angry, deals with the cow. If he deals with the cow, the owner of the cow also gets angry and attacks the
So there is revenge.
So there is revenge. So these are the issues on ground. Right. And so which means, from my own assessment, three things matter. The people in Benue State believe that there's land grabbing going on. They have that perception. And because over time this has happened. Now most of our troops, when we send them on patrol, some of the areas are empty. Nobody is there, but there is no foreigner there. But the idea is that if you go in there, you might be attacked. One thing. Secondly, the issue of the animals. The animals stray into farms. Now, because if you know Benue, it is lush and it's very attractive to animals. If an animal gets into a farm, there's always a problem. It creates problems. Now, if you arrest the animal or you kill the animal, it becomes another issue.
Right.
So if we stop the animals from moving, there won't be issue. If we stop killing the animals, there won't be issue. So for me, these two things are basic. The issue of land grabbing is political. The government, state government particularly, need to really step in to ensure that we address and bring all the parties together.
Right.
Sit down and agree on this. And from henceforth, any acts that is conducted is acts of criminality. We can start dealing with that from then. And I think we'll have peace if we're able to do that.
So I wanted you to take note of waiting Oga Toko. I beg no vex. I get another one I won't play. You see how he carefully avoided to call it terrorism, and how he now shifted the blame or the conversation around land grabbing to the state governor to handle, and not be waiting federal government go handle again. Or you make a play another thing when you talk very quickly so that you can hear.
I reason because, having gone through my analysis and looking at the Sahel, the main attraction to all these terrorists and bandits is Nigeria, because this perception Nigeria is a rich country,
and that there's no law to prevent them from getting in,
and the borders are porous. So now the easiest way is, and that's why it's important. If you follow the news and see the kind of killings going on in Niger, Chad, and in Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, so much. If this continues like this in the next 1 year, there will be issues. And of recent, there were attacks from Burkina Faso in Benin Republic. It's just 50 kilometers to Nigeria. That is another area. So for me, I think, and like I mentioned, all around us, we have Francophone countries. Our ideologies are not the same. For us to be secured, it is important. Let us fence our borders. Some people say, look, it's expensive. But I say, what is money if you are dead?
Indeed.
It's of no use. So countries that have sat down and have analyzed and seen that, look, strategically is important, because once you fence that area, you use technology now. You have cameras, you have drones that will go. It reduces the manpower you need to engage in that area, and they could be used elsewhere. So that's important. And besides that, now for Pakistan, they use wire mesh, double wire mesh for all that distance. So if the distance is 1,000, they use double, which means 2,000. And then use concertina wire at the middle, so that even if you penetrate here, before you get through here, you are seen and action is taken. That has given them respite. That's what we are looking at. We have Ajaokuta steel mill, we have rolling mills in Nigeria. We could engage them. We don't need to go anywhere. We just tax them from here. They can produce what we need, and then we deploy. Now you see the level of employment opportunities we're going to bring in building those aspects. And the most critical one for us now, even if we were to start, let's start with Nigeria and Niger.
Is that the most dangerous?
That's the most dangerous, because the Lakrawas, that's where they're coming in.
Yes.
The Boko Haram, they're coming in from the Sahel, the ISWAP guys are coming in all through those areas. So that's why it's critical. If we start from there, and we can start state-wise, at the same time, each state will start on its own, and before you know it, we're there.
Yes, and that's a good point. It doesn't have to be just
the federal government. No, it doesn't have federal. It could start at every level. But the important thing is, look, we have a threat that we have to really, really look at, which is very critical and it's very important.
All right, so Prince Francis Chilaka, you don't see this video. It is very, very painful to hear some of the things that we would hear. And then, however, I will also commend the Chief of Defense Staff for the part of the truth we don't talk for inside this matter. But make I take your opinion based on all the things where you don't see. With those things where those Enugu women talk, say that they rape them, insert things for inside their body after raping them, and waiting these people go through for Benue State, where they burn them alive, including children and women, and then the reaction of our security agencies.
When you listen to
sorry, say I change your mood. I see say you don't do a big gloomy. Sorry.
Yes, when you listen to an educated man, a professional, finding it difficult to say the truth, you get demoralized. There's nothing he would say to me that would make sense when his own constituency is involved in aiding and abetting this criminality. It is under the purview of the army that you integrate, reintegrate, and reabsorb these so-called Boko Haram, bandits, whatever name you want to give them, terrorists. It is the army that has taken that responsibility, that they can change them, they can reform them, they can refurbish them, and bring them back as Tokumbo to be used. And then you ask yourself, with all these shenanigans, how do you want to solve this problem? You cannot solve this problem, because the problem is growing, is becoming Hydra. You cannot solve it. So no matter how sweet the speech of the Chief of Army Staff is, it cannot solve the problem. I am happy he said something that makes a lot of sense to me. And when he said that people don't get punished, there is no commensurate punishment for crime, which he knows. So if we're doing the right things, whether you protect your border or not, that is secondary. The border he's talking about is an afterthought. At each of these borders, you have police, you have the armed forces, you have the customs, you have the immigrations. What are they doing there, for goodness sake? It is right under their noses that these people walk in. There was one time a video was trending when people were walking in through Niger into Nigeria. And the annoying part of it is that pressures between you and I as a Nigerian is like passing through the eye of a needle to get your name. But these people will get it with ease, because Suddenly, your national identification number, the process of getting it has been subcontracted to different kind of people. So you have people who have no reason for engaging in such, actually engaging in it. So you find out that these foreigners, when they're coming to Nigeria, because some of them speak, in quotes, Hausa language, Fulfude, which is the language spoken by the Fulanis, it's easier for them to get the national identification number. So automatically, once they have that number, they become Nigerians. But it's not about the number now. It's not about getting INEC. The problem is that we need to, this government, if government is serious about taming this madness, this wanton waste of lives and properties, then those who are responsible, those who have been caught, should be made to face the law. There's no ignorance of the law. Is that not what they tell us? So you cannot tell me that, oh, a young man that he doesn't have common sense to know that if he's given a gun and told to go and kill somebody, he doesn't have common sense to know that it's a crime he's committed. And then after he has killed more than 5, 6, 7 people, he comes back and says, I am sorry. And then you are reabsorbed into the same society. Knowing fully well that in the process of carrying out those crimes, there are certain benefits that occur to them. Are you ready to satisfy those benefits? So it's not just about speaking good grammar, telling me that, don't give me theory, give me practical solution. On the other hand, the governors, especially the governors in the South, honestly, I don't know what is wrong with them. I really don't know what is wrong with them. Coming from the governors to the National Assembly, why is the National Assembly finding it difficult to, make a law outlawing anything called open grazing? Outlaw it. So even if you have a cow in your compound and the cow mistakenly strolls outside, you should be arrested. Then you will know that government is ready and serious. But if government keeps creating avenues, windows for offenders to commit crimes and go unpunished, then how do you want to stop that crime? How do you want to stop it? How many years have this man been still undergoing trial? What's his name? Evans, the kidnapper. How many years now? Is that the kind of justice system we want? Don't forget, people lost their lives, people lost their properties, people lost their livelihoods in order to satisfy the yearnings of Evans. Now he's also in the prison. He's telling you that he has repented. He should be given a second chance. But when he was collecting money from people, ransom, when he was, restricting people of their rights of movement, did he give them a second chance?
All right, sir. Just before we go, very quickly, maybe I'll take the call and I'll come back and tell you, because I hear say terrorists and don't they also give people ultimatum for inside Kebbi State. This one, Lukarawas group, and Abina Lakurawas, they don't tell them, say, you better don't modernize your farming method. You must keep rearing cow the normal way we rear cow. If you try to modernize it and mechanize it, we will kill you. That's what they tell them. Make I go take this call. Hello, good evening and welcome. Oh, the call self don't hang for road. Good evening and welcome. Hello?
Precious.
Sir?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. Please remind us your name and where you're calling
Are you still online?
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from? You're live on air. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, are you still online?
Yes, I said you are live on air as we speak. Please go ahead. What is your name
Sorry.
and where are you calling from? All right, so moving on with the conversation. So this threat, the people then receive a threat later. Apparently, the person doesn't want to speak. Then receive a threat letter, and this one are farmers from inside Ogie local government area of Kebbi State, and say this letter and a threat from the Lakurawas group, warning them against replacing traditional cattle-driven farming methods with mechanized equipment. Now, because of cattle rustling and the way they rustle their cattle, some of them don't they change their cattle rearing method to mechanized method. And guess what? This group now they attack them. They say now the terrorists are dictating how we should farm. A local source was quoted as saying, they forbid us from using machines. When we use cattle, they seize them. We're farming both for sustenance and commercial purpose. Now they say we must do on their style. Make I let you respond. Finish. Nigerians phone lines are open. Please feel free to jump on the conversation.
When we hear things like this in a country where suddenly non-state actors are becoming very powerful, then something is wrong. Now they have said it. Everybody would think it's a joke. Nobody will take it serious. Nobody will take it serious. And let me say this, I think it's high time the Nigerian people too should stop encouraging these nuisance. Yes. You can't be protecting these people and you want to be free. They're not living in the air. Some of them live amongst the people. Why are the people not routing them out? So now they are threatening, the people and telling them this is what we want. What is the government going to do about it?
All right, sir. Make her quickly take our calls. Phone lines are open on Nigerians. Feel free to jump in on the conversation. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening. Mazi from Germany.
Mazi, you're welcome. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah,
Go
and
ahead, sir.
Prince Chilaka. Good evening, Prince Chilaka.
Okay.
Like the women in Enugu State, when I watched that video, I wept for my people.
Now, this is like the third day I've carried this conversation. It is because of how painful it is. That's why
Yes. When you, as somebody who, as an Igbo person, when you listen to what the women are saying, in this was not even 1960, 67 or 66. This is 2025, and you listen to what our Igbo women who are, our pride, telling the world what foreigners, marauders are doing to them in the ancestral home, in the ancestral farmland. And these women are helpless. The government is doing nothing. The governor is even denying what is happening in Yamufu. Isiago, that has this. The governor is denying it. The governor says a few days ago that Enugu is the safest state in Nigeria. This man has not visited that place, that community. And I ask myself, what kind of people are really Igbo land? Can an Igbo man go to Sokoto and molest or rape a Fulani woman or Hausa woman and get away with it? Can Igbo man go to Kano or go to Zamfara and kill and maim, Hausa Fulani people and get away with it? The answer is no. We are in a very big mess. Igbo land, honestly, my sister, we don't have leaders. What we have are political opportunists who are there just, to grab what they want to grab and leave us vulnerable. Leave poor women vulnerable. Now the mayor, the boys, the youths have run away from that
They
area.
even killed 7 of the men. They killed 7 people.
Yes, exactly. Yes, you know, and that's what they do. They first target the male, you know, and then the women. If you look at what what happened in Benue State, if you go to the IDP, you see most of the IDP people are mostly women and children. The male, they will target the male and then decimate them. So this is what they're doing. My sister, this is what is going in Nigeria. Look, today when I was coming back, today my boss called me. I thought, oh, what is happening? What have I done wrong? He said, come. I went into his office. He asked me what is happening in Nigeria. I said, what is happening in Nigeria? That what is coming from Nigeria, is that real or is it just AI? He showed me some videos of what is happening in Nigeria. I shed tears. I said, this is Nigeria. This evening, German television is reporting that Nigeria, they mentioned 5 countries where children, conflict zones where children are starving, where children and women are starving. Gaza, Somalia, Sudan, Nigeria. Nigeria. They call themselves the most educated, the richest country in Africa. But Nigeria is among the 5 countries that were mentioned today on German television that children and women are being killed. They call it conflict zone. And imagine equating Nigeria with Sudan and Somalia. This evening's news. Look, let me tell you, Nigerians don't even know what is going on in Nigeria. Those people, mostly Nigerians who live in Nigeria, they don't know what is going on in Nigeria. We here, we know what is going on in Nigeria because we have access to media, we have access to internet and everything. And somebody is talking about 2027. People are dying every day. My sister, this man, President Tinubu went to Benue State, and he went there and look, it was like a jamboree. No, he didn't show any sympathy that 200 something people were murdered. What a shame. What a shame. I weep for my people. I'm telling you, it's not about Igbo people, it's not about Fulani people, but I weep for Nigerians. Because these people don't care for us. Look at today, they are talking about, commissioning roads and this and that. You are commissioning roads in Abuja, but the residents, they have no ordinary clean water to drink. There is no, look, what is the most important thing in life is, good water. That is why you have kidney problems in Nigeria. That's why you have all kinds of diseases in Nigeria, because the water we drink in Nigeria are polluted. Even when you deduct your own borehole, it is not pure to drink. It is not pure. So that's why you have a lot of sickness in Nigeria, because the water we consume are polluted water. This man is busy commissioning roads, but communities in Abuja have no access to water, drinking water, pipe-bound water. These people, they are myopic. They are not leaders, they are just rulers. Thank you.
That's
God
your
bless
opinion,
you.
Mazi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your expressing your opinion. Hello, good evening and welcome. Good evening.
Hello,
good evening. Yes, please, welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Richard. I'm calling from Qatar.
From Qatar. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Chilaka.
He's responding. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to contribute. I've been a regular listener to your program. So what I want to contribute regarding the killing First of all, by saying where the state governor is debunking the news of this thing. I was just thinking, what's the meaning of this thing? Who is he trying to impress? Who actually go to this place, these people are complaining that they are clean and find out things? Or you just, I don't really know. Sometimes, like Mr. Chilaka, our political leaders, especially the Southeast leaders, they are the most, I don't know the word that we use now, that we block your station, but they are most, I don't know. Those kind of people, okay, look at that. The Southeast governors, they cannot buy and take a unanimous decision. Now it's happening in Benue. They are relaxing. Gradually, or maybe fully, it has entered to Enugu. What is the difference between Benue and Enugu? I remember when I was in school. Yeah, when we want to go to NAS convention, it's through Enugu that we used to go. From there, I can remember when we did the NAS convention in Otubo. We use that Enugu class from there to enter Benue. So if these people can go to Benue, then they're almost very close to Southeast. And our leaders are not trying to organize themselves and prevent them from coming.
Thank you.
Until these people take us unawares and we begin to cry.
Thank you. So your network is really not clear. It's fading. It comes off and on.
Really?
Yeah, yes, but it's okay. You've already made.
My Wi-Fi is very strong.
So maybe you're using a headset or something because your voice is fading off and on.
I use speak out. Maybe it's a speak out.
That's why. It's okay. Thank you. You've made your point, though. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Okay, I will move the speak out. Maybe it's clear now.
Just go ahead and conclude.
So the thing is that our leaders should do something and organize themselves so that we protect our region. And again, I'm the one that asked the question. Do you know that since I've been watching your program, the one you invite Mr. Barrister Darlington, the one you invite even the one Mr. Chilaka, you invite them. You people don't mention this man, this Pastor Kuka, Reverend Father Kuka, and Abu Salam. This is their peace committee.
They are called.
Okay, look at what's happened to River State. I believe that this committee
that particular peace one is during the election they used to do it.
Peace. Even when they are doing peace, you will see they will be killing people. In the same election, they sign peace accord, they'll be killing people. Abusa will keep quiet. Pastor Kuka will keep quiet. All those people in that city will keep quiet. But there are people that organize peace, come and sign peace accord. So those people, the way they keep quiet and all this thing happen, okay, look at what's happening in River State. None of them have mentioned. This has to do with election too. So if I should say they have legitimacy in commenting on this kind of thing that happened in River State. They have legitimacy in commenting. Because they equally come to River State to sign peace accord. So they are part of the people that contributed in electing Fubara.
Thank you.
And the Tinubu from Abuja removed Fubara. And they know that this what Tinubu did is very, very wrong.
Thank you so much. Let's talk to others, please. Let's talk to others. I appreciate
you. Waiting for another election, they come and sign peace accord.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The thing, this thing, Sorry for using this language because I don't even know what to say.
It's
but all the same, we keep on talking.
Thank you.
We keep on talking.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Sincere apologies. A lot of people have been calling me and they've been waiting because of the call. Sincere apologies. We need to also wrap up so that we can retire. See, Prince Francis, Oga Francis, no vexa. No vex. Make I
No,
visit
I'm
person with
just
them.
not fresh. It's just that Nigerian situation is pissing me off.
Sorry, no vex. Mr. Chidi, you're welcome, sir.
Yes, good evening, my sister. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great. My name is Chidi. I'm calling from the United States of America.
You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yes. I've been listening to most of the callers with respect to their complaints about what is happening in Nigeria. Especially the guy who mentioned about Enugu, and the governor is not doing anything. I would have liked to ask him, who is the military commander in Enugu? Who is the police commissioner in Enugu? What can a governor without any security apparatus do with the marauding security situation in Nigeria? People be wondering about Tinubu. The only thing I want to let you all know is that Tinubu is a great political tactician. Did you see how he played the North? Before he became the president, nobody ever thought that Tinubu was going to live up to 3 months. But the fact is this, he chose a Muslim guy to be his vice president. The idea, the North thought that he was going to die in 3 months' time, or less than 3 months. Then the vice president, who is a Muslim North, will take over. The fact is this, people have to understand that for Tinubu to become a president, there is a covenant he signed with Buhari and the North. One of them, even if the Muslims raped Remi Tinubu, Tinubu cannot do anything about it.
Sir.
He can quote me, he cannot do anything about it. Even if the Muslims or the Fulanis wipe a state out in Yoruba, he cannot do anything about it. This is the covenant he signed with the North and Buhari in order for him to be the president.
If they ask you to come and show a copy of this agreement now, would you show up?
Well, with what is happening in Nigeria, why is it that Tinubu has never said anything about the people killed in the Middle Belt? Why has it? Is that not every?
He just went to visit. Is a Benue State not in the Middle Belt?
What does his visit do in the Middle Belt? Did he stop the killing? Did he do anything? People say evidence. When the evidence is in your face. The second one is that Tinubu has no power to release Nnamdi Kanu. I don't care even if tomorrow the judge said he's be acquitted. I mean, discharged and acquitted. He's still not going to be released. This is not the first time. This is not the first time he's acquitted and cleared. Was he released? It was one of the covenants he signed with Buhari and the North. But the fact is this: the North, he played the North. Then, when the North found out that he was not really as sick as he played them, what happened? They started to turn against him. All this idea that people are saying he's doing this, listen. Nobody else will be president of Nigeria with the concept. The question is, I want to ask, what is Nigeria and who is a Nigerian? There's nothing like a country called Nigeria, and there's nobody called Nigeria.
My
sister.
You have no words. You help me and come and be going. Eh?
Okay, I can stop here, but the truth is, there's no country called Nigeria, and there's nobody called Nigerian. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What is a Nigerian? Yeah, it's my opinion. But what is a Nigerian? The reason why Peter Obi can never be president because there's no country. If there's a if there's a country, Tinubu will not be doing all this nonsense he's doing in Nigeria. There will be nothing like APC Nigeria if we have a country. But because we don't have a country, whenever it's convenient to Yorubas in the terms of politics, they become Nigeria. Whenever the North become president and it's convenient to them, Yoruba is no more in Nigeria. They want a separate country. The North is becoming Nigeria. So who is a Nigeria? There's nobody. Right, nobody is in, and there's no country called Nigeria. It's not a geographical space. It's a contraption. Nigeria is never a country. I'm just telling you.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
man.
much.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you, sir.
All
Thank you,
right.
sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Precious. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Please remind us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Chidi. I'm calling from Connecticut.
You're what? Chidi?
Yeah, calling
Chidi,
from Connecticut.
another Chidi is calling me again. You're welcome. All of you are in the United States. Yeah. Go ahead, Chidi.
Now we the ring.
Day Chidi, go ahead, though.
Okay, so well, you know what? So thank you for your work you're doing, Precious. You know, so I was thinking of something. You know, it's still left to you. I will just say this. I watch your videos a lot. I notice you're kind of adverse. You're adverse to any talk of maybe the country splitting up and all that. You don't really like to entertain it. I kind of understand that. But you know, the way I think of this thing now is like, even if we can't do anything, it's always good that in the record that we talked about, because all these videos you're doing is in record. It's all over the world. You don't see it. It's good that we have a conversation like, why are we stuck where we are stuck? And let it be what all Nigerians come and see. This is why we are stuck. Why we are not moving forward together, and why is it that we cannot go the other option?
No problem. It's okay. Oh, you people can be the ones to talk about it, and that day I will not ask questions. I will not say anything. You know why? Because after talking, the federal government will come and pick me and say that I am advising people to secede from Nigeria or to separate Nigeria and break away Nigeria. You're in Connecticut. That's where you say you are. So me, I'm right here inside Nigeria. And the fact that you have to say your mind does not mean that you have to. I cannot encourage you for the division of the country. I can't do that because clearly I don't even want that. I feel like this country is workable, it's functional if we can make it work, at least for now.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, so yeah,
especially now that I'm here.
So what we good is if you can have people call in and let us say why is the reason that we cannot move forward.
I have not held the people's mouth now. If you people want to say it, you can say it. You can say what you want to say.
No. How you know? I am convinced that we can't get it right together now. But
if you want to examine your coexistence, it's okay. Go ahead and examine it. But I would not pioneer such conversation for now. Ihotago.
Okay, so we just want to be stuck and talking about people murdering people.
No, I am not stuck. I am not stopping you from having that conversation. You don't get my point. Have I stopped anybody from saying what they want to say? People are here calling the country zoo. It is them that is calling the country zoo. It's not me. Do you understand?
No. That's what I'm saying, Precious. I'm saying let people come in and just talk about why we are not able to.
Oh yeah, arrange people. Let them come in and talk now. No problem. Platform is here. Let them come and talk it now. No problem. If you bring yourselves together and say, I and 4-5 group of my friends want to come and talk about. As with the answer call, I give you people I give all of you connection to join the conversation. Or you'll be talking. Let it be a fruitful conversation. I'm fine. If I want to ask you guys questions, I can ask, but I don't want to spearhead such a conversation. I hope you understand.
No, but that's how we understand the source to the solution. Is it not when people call in and say, this is why we are not moving forward? Then we can even change it so that we can be together and move forward. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that let people call in. Yoruba, Igbo, everybody call in and say, since we are together, why is it that we're not moving forward? And let people try and be honest. And let there be like something of opinion.
You and I are saying the same thing, but I guess we're saying it differently. We're saying the same thing. I am saying that is doable. Yes, it can happen. At any time you want, you can have that conversation. It's fine. But I don't want to be this person that would say, Nigerians, come and tell us how far we have gone since we're together and what we cannot be together. It will be interpreted differently. Like I am now.
I'm not putting the burden of talking about separation on you.
Okay.
That's how I started off.
Okay.
But I started off saying that, I know you're averse to that and I understand. But I'm saying that since people are pushing that we should stay together, then let us itemize why is it that we cannot get it right.
But as this time that you're using to tell me this, you would have used it now to say why we cannot stay together. You would have contributed so that somebody else will contribute. This time that you and I are using to make this argument, you would have just used it to also air your part of express yourself on that.
I've already called you before and I've talked about that thing, but you are averse to that thing. You kind of cut
No. I can see one of the reasons why I left terrestrial media is because I have the need to want to have a robust conversation, right? So I'm not against it, but I cannot be the one to engineer that. Now, it's also very dicey. I'm also, apart from the fact that social media is not regulated, the federal government can come for you and say that, oh, you're using your platform to engineer the secession of Nigeria. I can't do that. I cannot do that. I am not saying that you're stuck now. You can talk now. You don't understand my point. But you're the one that is not understanding me now. You don't even want to. Okay, so what is stopping you from having that conversation now? Let me know. Since I've told you can go ahead and have it, what is stopping you from having the conversation?
No, it's not me. I'm convinced that Nigeria can't work. And I have all my reasons. But I'm talking
tell us why you cannot work now. We're having the tell us, why are you convinced that Nigeria cannot work? Go ahead.
It's not bad. Let me tell you now. You see this on YouTube now, you're running this your show, you're free, you're able to do these things you're doing, and you have all this clout and all these fan base from all over the world.
Do I? I don't even know if I do. You know that this is a side gig. I don't see this as a business, so.
No, not as a business. I'm just telling you, you're able to shine. Now, if this was controlled by Nigeria, just by your name and where you come from, they will stifle you. And that's why when people Japan go out of the country, they now say they make it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, see, even though you're in Nigeria, you're in Japan on YouTube. You don't know?
I have Japan on YouTube.
Let the Yoga of YouTube become a Nigerian that's from one other tribe and see the way they will frustrate you. You know, so that's one of the reasons. Yeah, I'm telling you. They let people comment here and say that what I'm saying is a lie. YouTube is your own Japan, and for many other Nigerians.
Are you saying that there's so much ethnicity in Nigeria that we undo each other's businesses because of it?
Of course, no. You know, look, I've told you, even in the United States, or if you run into the wrong ethnic group, it will destroy your life.
All right.
Let people come in and challenge what I'm saying. That's
all right. They have heard you. Those that are willing to challenge you can challenge you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mr.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for calling in. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye. All right. Okay, so I got someone else behind the scene. Mr. T.Y. Danjuma, are you here? Why you laugh? I give you son name, you they laugh. Why they laugh? You know like title.
You go join oil well, join them now. That's so you go complete.
Mr. T.Y. Danjuma, 10 oil wells. Oh yeah. Collect
I say make you see my face today.
Oh, T.Y., good to see you. Thank you so
How
much
you doing?
for letting us see you.
Prince Kilaka, greetings.
So fine. Thank God it's Friday. I see your face cap like Friday. You look Friday-ish.
Thank you. Thank you. Not as precious as yourself.
Oh, stop it. I like it. Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, well done. You know, they enjoy you every time when you come here because you are so different from every other platform.
You don't enjoy me. You don't enjoy the show. When
all of the whether water pass Gary or Gary pass water, not the same thing.
No problem. Whether zona for a job, go say whether zona swallow fish or fish is swallow zona. As long as they swallow in it, is okay.
Yes. First of all, make I congratulate you for the new album where your brother released for China for China.
See why you're not nice at all. You're not nice at all.
I'm not surprised. Say you they help and promote them for this platform. If like say don't give you one land, you know, Yendeba.
I don't see land though. It will say I don't collect land. Trust me. This page to Wicked TV. Trust me, I go say that. Me, I see no as I do psychophants, and I go see psychophants. Thank you.
Make I quickly just talk about this video where you play about the chief of general staff, Chris Musa. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, I think the video was quite revealing. You know, we're dealing with two main problems. One is the external threats, and then the other one is the internal threat. So, and when you get a country where they deal with those things, I be like say, na serious problem. So it go take a government where they committed, where they ready to deal with the issues, to be able to solve this problem. Because the things where we they see so recurring everywhere, every part of the country is serious, and we don't have the capacity, to deal with it. So you have
think
to
we
look.
have the capacity? Others think we actually have the capacity, but not the political way.
Well, part of the problem is that we have we don't use both kinetic and non-kinetic approach, and it's not carrot and stick, and it appears say no, they work.
They
So
just they chop the carrot, push the stick, come off for corner.
Yeah, so there must be somewhere else, something else where we will look at, because that's not just enough. It don't they just say the military and the paramilitary no fit check this problem. They don't have the strength, they don't have the assets, military assets, and then, but we cannot be looking at government only, because there is something that the people would have to do. Like I don't talk say, now only three go see somebody who carry cutlass one cut him, he go stay the look am. So yes, so at this stage now, we cannot just watch and be seeing all this type of a thing. One, there's an implication economically for our country. Nobody go come invest. Look at Mazide talk, the news in Germany today. Who go come invest? And if they no invest, now be say we go they sing, they go, the naira go they fall. Because you need to be productive. So that's one. I think the people and both the government, they need to understand, say, this thing, and now person say, make you help me struggle for fish, because you they take them from me, they take them from all of us. So I think the Nigerians have to understand that this thing not be just government, even as we they blame government, yes, it's their responsibility, both state and subnationals.
Yes.
We also have to do something, because these people will not be ghosts, not be spirits. They live somewhere, they have relations somewhere. There are people who are helping them, there are people who are giving them information. So we have to all stand up to deal with this thing. If it happen the thing they happen for a happen for now, where they happen, some sections of the country go keep quiet.
Nobody don't talk about this Enugu State owner. What's make me do like the drama every time? Because I don't know why nobody, including the not just the governor self. Make I even leave the governor. If the governor no talk, the House of Assembly members are inside Enugu State. The get person will be say down that constituency we cover that a hamofa. Nobody did there. We cover that constituency. It's really very annoying. The person can actually raise emotion in the House of Assembly. Call media people. Media go carry them. Why are they quiet? How can you be quiet that your people are being killed? Your women are raped and dehumanized, and you're keeping quiet? No vex.
Make you lose his seat.
No vex.
Make you lose his seat. Besides, you get 5 states. If you muster all the vote where you get, where the others get 6 and 7. There are so many issues where they behind this whole thing. So when you hear people, they say Nigeria doesn't exist. Nigeria exists. I don't buy that. There's a country called Nigeria. Maybe you can differ. You can say it's just a geographical expression. Say no be nation. Yes, you can say that. But I think there are greater things that we have to begin to deal with. If we really want these things to resolve. I agree. Say first of all, yes, I agree with Chris Musa that we have to look at the borders. The border is extensive. Over 4,000, I think 4,047 miles, stretching over different types of terrains. Yes.
That money, even though they talk, say it better more spend that money than make they keep losing lives.
Oh yes, America is doing it. Other countries are doing it. But the problem when I get, they say, look at the second Niger bridge. All the curves and the metal bearings, what they don't put there, they don't steal them. Look at Third Mainland Bridge. Now the same people whether they try to help, now then they thief them. If you put if it's a good idea, because we cannot deploy, we not get enough manpower. All the security and power, this is where we get. If you post them, the terrain they're extensive. You can't police them. So it's good to think. It's good. You start one. Rome was not built in a day. You can start. You can start somewhere. All the money where they buy yacht, they buy car for legislators. They build Abuja ICC. They build house for judges and security votes and so on and so forth. You could ask the states. Say, okay, inside your security vote, contribute this one, you contribute this one, you contribute this one, you contribute this one, and let us start the project. And then we'll commit to it, get a vision. By so time, our estimation is that if we can contribute so both the state and the subnationals, then maybe by so year we should be able to achieve this much. You'll be reducing for every fence where you construct, you are reducing the threats. So we have to deal with it, because if we continue like this, and the way we are going now, the thing now. So I think that makes sense. You have to have the political will. You have to have a government that is committed. We are not going to wait until these people go invade. Begin now. I mean, they've almost overrun every place. You sleep. Some people, they sleep with one eye. Some people know they sleep for their house. Some villages are taking over. They pay tax to terrorists and so on and so forth. So
Thank you so
we
much.
have a serious problem. And we must call it what it is. Everybody must be involved at this stage, so that we can try and see how we can nip this thing in the bud. Make I leave you, make you go rest. Prince Laka, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Mr. TY.
All right, my brother.
Thank you so much. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Sincere apologies for keeping you on hold for a bit too long. Welcome.
Thank you. Is that? I hope you're talking to me now.
Yes, now you are the talk to like this. Welcome.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Say don't reach my turn today.
Sorry, no vex.
He's speaking. It's Innocent from the UK.
Oh, hi, Mr. Innocent. You're welcome.
Thank you. I know you've been here for a long time, so I know it's you've actually spent quite a good time there. I've been trying to couple things, so let me go straight to the point.
Go ahead, please.
There are two issues. I was actually going to talk about the killings before the guy who called from Connecticut in the US, who was saying that the only solution is to divide Nigeria. That's when I begin to just wish that I can speak against that, because I know he was pressing you that he wanted debate on that. Now, I'm an Igbo person. I'm an Igbo man, full-fledged, full-blooded Igbo man, right? Mm-hmm. And I can tell you that, yes, in as much as, when I describe our position in Nigeria, I describe our position as a position of a black man outside Africa. That's exactly the way it is. The way black men are treated outside Nigeria, outside Africa, is the way Igbo man is treated in Nigeria. That is basic, but that's not enough for me to tell you that our problem is just tribe. The only time a tribe becomes a national issue that hinders growth in a nation is when you have weak institution. And weak institution is caused by weak leadership. Weak leadership is caused by weak electoral process. So I keep saying it. I got involved in election 2023 election because of the person of Peter Obi. The first time I saw somebody that convinced me, that made me get involved with my money, my time, my resources. So the point is that it is not about tribe. The people who are destroying us are using tribe and religion because they know that these are strong weapons they can use. I'm in UK today, and I can tell you that I have seen firsthand. I'm in Wales, actually. Now, a Welsh person don't want to do anything with a typical British person, with a typical English person. They hate each other like more than Yoruba and Igbo. That's how bad it is. But you will never see that in their national affairs because they have strong institutions that if you misbehave, the law takes care of you.
Yes, now you do anyhow, you see anyhow.
You do anyhow, you see anyhow.
Things keep you in check.
Individuals can behave the way you can feel the way you feel against anybody, but you don't cross the boundary
of encroaching on another person's space. If you like the person, fine. If you don't like the person, fine. But you don't commit crime in the name of the bribe. So the problem we have is that we do not have strong institutions. Wrong leaders corrupt institutions. They destroy the institution because they cannot thrive where you have honest, strong institution. If you look at before 2015 election, systematically, the institution were deliberately dismantled. You remember when the police raided Justice and Sons office homes? Mm-hmm. That was when they began to dismantle the institution, the judicial institution. So I keep saying it. Anybody who cares for Nigeria must from now begin to insist that true and serious change has to come in INEC. INEC is the only body that holds the solution to Nigeria, at least for today. The moment the votes begin to count, I can tell you that every leader will sit up, just like what Chris, the man who just left the studio now, was saying about when you were talking about. Meanwhile, I'm from Insuka actually. I was part of that what they call it, the place that they had issues. Now we used to be the same local government before we were removed.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Exactly. In fact, where I was in primary school, it was that place that we used to go to for match pass, the Children's Day and all those things. Near it came, so I know the place very well, and it is not the first time. Just like you feel so annoyed, see, we feel so frustrated that the government is not saying anything, not even doing anything, but saying anything, and they suppress the information that they don't want people to hear. And why is it? Because the system, the government in the position today, despite what they say that he's doing well in terms of trying to build infrastructure, fine. But as Peter Obi will say, because a thief stole your car and he maintains it well, fuel it, repaint it, and do all these things, does not remove the fact that he committed crime. You can't leave the car for the person just because he's maintaining it. So the fact that the governor is doing well, he could be a good person, he's a person, no problem about that. But the reason why they can't say anything is because they know that the election that brought them to power is not legitimate. And they know that it is the federal might who give it to them. And they can actually remove them. So they can't do anything that would cause problem for them. And it's purely that politics, that wrong leadership. That is just the problem. So any Nigerian, whether you believe there's Nigeria or not, if you want that contraction, if you want that geographical space to function, because there's no way you tell me that our problem is diversity. We are not more diverse than the United States. We are not more populous than India, China, and other countries.
So our diversity shouldn't be a problem. Is that what you're saying?
It shouldn't be a problem. It should actually be our strength. So our problem is that we have not been able to find a way to have strong institutions to elect real leaders that we can hold accountable. And the only time we can do that is when we can establish that, when we can make our vote count. Without that, they don't owe you anything. Because like the guy said, if the man from the constituent says anything, he loses his seat. If the senator says anything, if anybody, local government chairman, councillors, if they say anything, they lose the seat. So the problem is that once you don't have the right person in the leadership, every other thing fails. So you see, any day, if this man who called, if he's going to call back and say that he wants to debate about, a lot of people don't like me for this. But I can tell you that because I have read books. I lived in China for nearly 20 years. I am in UK today for almost 3 years. I have seen people, I schooled with people from different countries. I have been in competition with them. I've seen that they are not better than us in any way. Our problem is small thing, election. Let us find a way to elect people that are credible, people that can stand the true test of time. That's all we need.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oops, that was a long one, a very long one. This person has been trying to reach me, but let's see if I can just talk to him very quickly before I run along. Prince Francis Chilak, I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting, sir. I know that you are terribly tired. Please forgive me for taking your time.
It's not. You need to monitor your audience. You just don't keep talking and
Yes,
repeating.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello? It's making it.
Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, I just.
Hello. All right. Let me let it be. All right, Prince Francis Chilakasa, kindly wrap up your concluding thought on what we've talked about today so that we can bow out.
No, everything we've said today borders on leadership. It borders on our government realizing that democracy that we're practicing, which some people claim to have fought for, which some people claim to have been the last man standing, it's about the people. And if you don't have the people, how do you get the votes? If all the people are massacred and killed by bandits and terrorists and all of that, so who will go out and vote? So the government needs, I keep saying it, the government needs to think as if there's no cops. Unfortunately, Nigerian government has always been reactive rather than being proactive. So tell your people to go and follow me.
Please, you people should help me. He said, my village people. My village people from Huntoki land. Please, you people should go and follow Prince Francis Chilaka for us. Follow him for me. Kindly join him on YouTube. He's at The Naked Truth. The Naked Truth. You know what will happen? Anytime I'm introducing you, I'll just be reminding them. So that's the first thing they hear when I'm introducing you. Please, he's on YouTube at The Naked Truth TV01. Just type Prince Francis Chilaka. If you just type Prince Chilaka, The Naked Truth 01 will come out there. The Naked Truth TV01. Not gonna go subscribe now. Follow on like you're on a village people. Now you guys you know this thing. By everywhere nice up. By. Please people should follow him. Thank you.
You play that new Wicked again.
They said the Wicked never pay me for promotion when he bribed me. He never. They said be brown envelope journalist. I never collect brown envelope. Am I forbidden to own a skyscraper and yachts? I be my body no fit enter inside yachts. I be na inside Rolls Royce I no go fit enter. When he buy me Rolls Royce, now go play am again. Thank you so much. I'd like to say a big thank you to you, sir. Thank you for always making a time to join us. Hey, Nigerians, I forgot to tell you. So tomorrow, Mr. Frank Uto will join me, the guy from Benue State. He has some more details he wants to give to us concerning the Benue incident. And this is exclusive to this platform. He'll be joining us tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. So anything what you do by 6:30 a.m., make sure say you're ready to join us tomorrow.
6:30 a.m. or p.m. Precious.
P for Precious M. Please, 6:30 p.m. Please join us tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Barrister Frank Uto and I will be here. He's got some stuff, according to him, some secret we won't reveal concerning waiting happen for Benue State, and he'll be talking about that on this platform tomorrow. So please kindly join us when the time comes. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for your unalloyed support. You guys are wonderful. And I know say I love Onashana, even though say we the chorus sometimes, but we'll break up to make up. You cannot leave me. Me too. I cannot leave you people. I'll see you again tomorrow, God willing. Protect your mental health. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you big time. Thank you so much for your support. When I grow up, I'll take care of you. I'm growing. When I grew up, I'll take care of you, sir. I'll shock you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Oh dear, I didn't hear that. He was about to say something. You were about to say something, sir. I didn't hear that. You were about to say something.
No, I said I never get my regular palm wine.
Who promised that palm wine that day? Palm wine tapper. We promised palm wine. No, I'm going to remind the palm wine tapper. Palm wine tapper, please bring it. How many kegs do you want? Hey.
The one that will go around all the ministers, because I want to give all the ministers palm wine.
Maybe all the ministers.
Yes.
Okay, you have constituencies in your stomach. Sorry, no vex. No problem. I'll go tell the.
All the Nigerian ministers then get their space for my stomach.
Don't worry, I go tell Pawan Tapa. Pawan Tapa, I hope you're listening and you take notes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, good night.
Good night, and God bless you. Nigerians, good night. Remember, protect your mental health. This is very important. I will not stop talking about it because, as I tell you, I also speak to myself while telling you. So ensure you protect your mental health because wahala nearly finished. Let's keep talking for the growth and development of our country. This country go better, and our leaders go to do the right thing to lead us to the right direction. I love you guys. Good night and God bless you.